Hello and welcome to our final edition of WNHS. It's exam season and summer is right around the corner. I'm Quincy Barber.
And I'm Anna. This week on WNHS, students will look back on their motivation throughout the school year. We'll hear predictions for the NBA playoffs. Students will share their plans for summer, and we'll review some sustainable products and businesses.
I think that we'll probably get the choice to wear masks if you're fully vaccinated, and I'll probably still wear mine just because it makes me feel safer.
I think that most people will be vaccinated by then, so I'm not sure. I feel like it'll be optional, but personally, I don't think I'm gonna wear one.
I don't think there's going to be a mask mandate next year, seeing as everyone should already have their vaccine, because the vaccine is for the ages 12 and up now, and most people in high school aren't 12. And if I don't have to wear a mask, I probably still wear a mask because I still have younger siblings that aren't allowed to get the vaccine yet, and even though I won't get vitally sick, they might get sick, and I don't want to take that risk.
So I'm pretty sure masks are totally going to be required still, because of the whole COVID thing. I mean, yeah, it's not going to go away. And I know a lot of people are still scared of the virus and everything, but I know there are a lot of people out there like me who really aren't afraid of the virus, but we just wear masks to make them feel safe and stuff.
There you go. Come on.
I think the sports will go back to normal, and hopefully we can have a longer season, because having a 7-week season was not the best.
I think they could be regular. I think there should be people like that actually can go to the games, because this year there wasn't any people, which kind of sucked and probably not motivating for like people who play sports.
I do think sports can be regular, seeing as everyone should probably already have their vaccine. I think the only thing is they're gonna make it so that if you haven't had the vaccine, you can't participate in any sports.
I hope they'll be regular. I'm praying we can all go to the football games and the lacrosse games and baseball games and whatever. I really miss going to those.
I'm hoping that we will be able to have regular events like homecoming and prom, because we missed out on them last year.
Personally, I would love to have that, since obviously we didn't have it last year, but I think we could have it.
I think we will have big events like sports. They're probably gonna have it be required so you've already had the vaccine. That way nobody can get affected, like very sick or something.
I really hope we do. I mean, I'd like to go to senior prom, that goes a bus, and all that stuff. Just want to have a good high school experience. So yeah, I really hope that'll be a thing.
I definitely think that there will be more people in school next year. Like, some people just stayed online this year because it was easiest, but next year it'll be different.
I am very excited that we are going back to normal school next year, because I miss seeing my friends at school every day and going to sit at lunch with them.
I think more kids go to school. I think definitely because it's not like an option where you can go from 1 week on, 1 week off. Like, it's gonna be just straight up like you're going online or you're not.
I do think more kids will go to school next year, seeing as a lot of people have been talking about they've missed their friends and they want to go back to regular school. Plus, now that the vaccine is out, most people will probably get it just so they can go to school and go around living their normal lives again.
Honestly, I think it'll probably be around the same number we have now. I mean, I know like cohort A and B can go together at the same time, but I don't think 1 million people are going to go.
In a climate like being in actual school than sitting in my bed and doing assignments, it's just not the same. So I'm really happy about that.
One school year can change a lot about someone's personality and appearance, especially when you're stuck in your house for over a year now. Quincy Barber and Kirsten Dodson asked about the biggest changes our fellow students experienced.
Hang it out.
In my senior year, I look forward to leaving and being able to go to college and not look back.
Looking forward in senior year?
To graduate and like grow in life.
Okay.
I think what I'm looking forward to most about senior year is like senior prom, graduation, and just like senior night with all my friends and just celebrating us in general because it's our last year of high school.
Do you think senior year will be back to normal?
I hope so. I'm not sure.
I think we will have a pretty normal senior year, minus a couple restrictions and other things that we may not be able to do. But overall, I think with the vaccine, a lot of us will have a normal senior year.
I'm honestly not sure if senior year will be back to normal. I really hope it is just because it's our senior year and it's our last year of high school.
What colleges are you looking forward to go to?
Ohio State.
My reach school is New York University, but I really want to go to UMD or Virginia Tech and UVA.
I started looking into a couple colleges, and as of right now, I'm leaning towards Towson, but I have some more exploring to do with different colleges.
I have already started my college applications. I have gotten all my recommendations to my teachers and already filled out the generic background informations, and am currently in the process of writing my college essay.
I have not started the college application process yet, but I'm planning on doing it really soon. For my senior year, I'm not taking a full schedule. I'm coming in a period late, and then I'm taking a couple classes, and then I'm doing a TAM internship.
I plan on coming in a period late.
After a summer where the pandemic has kept us from going lots of places, the weather is finally getting warm again. Vaccines are available, mask mandates are being lifted, and people are beginning to see their family and friends. Callie Chaya, Jojo Hensley, Blake Brown, and I talked to students about what their plans for the summer are.
Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon.
I'm really looking forward to going on vacation. Last year we had to cancel all of our vacations, and this year this is going to be the first vacation with me and my best friend.
I'm looking forward most this summer to going to the beach and hanging out with my family and friends without worrying about anything.
Just like hang out with friends and going on vacation, and the Black Widow movie is coming out this summer, so I'm really excited for that.
And I'm probably least looking forward to all the bugs and the mosquito bites because I hate mosquito bites.
Looking forward to least probably the heat. I hate the heat.
I definitely will not miss waking up in the morning. I am not a morning person. I hate waking up early. It's one of my least favorite things to do is waking up early. It takes me a while. I'll lay there for a little bit. I'm not the type of person that's just like get up and go.
Something that I won't miss about school is definitely the workload, because sometimes it can get stressful trying to get all your assignments done and making sure they're getting turned in on time.
I definitely will miss being around all my friends and making memories inside of school, even though we got a really short year to do that this year.
Something I will miss about school is seeing my friends every day. In the summer, sometimes you don't get to see everyone that you normally would if you were in school.
All my friends this summer are going to have jobs, so we're all going to not be very available to hang out with each other. It's going to be kind of hard to plan.
Something I will miss, probably just like having something to do.
My mental health definitely gets better in the summer.
I would say my mental health is definitely so much better during the summertime than it is during the school year.
I'm probably just happier. Like even if I'm like not doing anything in the summer, like I just don't have to worry about due dates and assignments and stuff like that.
In the school year, I'm always stressed about my grades and the assignments and making sure everything gets done. So in the summer, it's much more relaxed.
My parents are really strict about making sure my grades are good. So I really have to live up to that and make sure that my grades are good. And I don't have to worry about that during the summertime.
Are you excited that schools are supposed to go back to normal next year? I am, and then I am not.
I miss regular school so much. I hate wearing the masks because you can't see each other's faces, you can't see emotions, and you can't be around each other. Like we can't even sit in the lunchroom and talk to each other. We have to sit in the classroom and be 6 feet apart.
I'm excited that schools are supposed to go back to normal next year because I find that it's way easier to learn if you're actually in the classroom, and it's easier to understand, and you can ask questions and get more one-on-one time with the teacher.
And I love just the atmosphere of like football games and Spirit Week and pep rallies. I really miss those this year, and I'm excited that we get to do those next year.
I feel like online school is easier because just getting stuff done is easier.
If you're at home, sometimes you get distracted very easily, and it will also be nice to see my friends like in person.
Are you working? If so, talk about what you do. I work at Harrington Harbor, catering, Harrington Harbor South. And basically what I do is just like cater weddings and events, set them up, take the stuff down, serve appetizers, stuff like that.
I will be working this summer, as I've said. I'm going to be a dock hand at Harrington Harbor South. I've had this job for the past 3 years.
This summer I'm working at Harrington Harbor South, and I'm a dock hand, so I help boats dock up and I'll get them diesel or gas.
And then if we have someone stay overnight, I will go to the dock, I'll tie them up, and I'll get them just settled in for their stay.
And I really like it because it's outside, and it's very active, like you're always walking around or doing something, so it's a very productive job and I like it.
Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon.
Throughout the past few years, helping Earth has become the new trend. Anna Rayhart, Abby Clary, Paige Planner, and I reviewed 8 products and shops that you can buy from that'll help save our planet.
Say to me what you want from me.
Shopping sustainably to me means making a conscious choice and being mindful about what you're doing and how it impacts the environment. You're making a choice to try to help the environment rather than hurt it.
Shopping sustainably can look like so many different things. For me personally, I do a lot of online thrifting and buy recycled clothes. I buy from a store called ThredUp, which unlike Depop or Mercari, which are other popular online thrift stores, it's just kind of one big thrift store, and there is literally stuff for any style, any type of person.
Shopping sustainably means to me that people go out and make a conscious effort to try and better our planet by buying clothes and everything that they need from stores like Goodwill, the Salvation Army, instead of places like Forever 21 or the stores you can find in a mall, or buying stuff online, because that ruins our planet basically.
The sustainable shop that I chose is called 4Ocean. Their mission is to remove plastic from our oceans and make our earth more clean. So far, they have removed over 14 million pounds of plastic from our coastline since 2017. One of the products that they sell on their website are these bracelets. Each bracelet that you can buy removes 1 pound of plastic from the ocean.
A restaurant that I go to sometimes, Hip City Veg. So I know a restaurant isn't something that usually comes to mind, but even restaurants can have a big impact and play a role in helping or hurting the environment.
The product and company that I chose to do is Love Beauty and Planet. Their shampoo and conditioner more specifically. So they have so many things. They have shampoos, conditioners, body washes, laundry detergent.
Not only does 4Ocean remove plastic, but they also educate people on how to reduce the amount of single-use plastic that they use. They are also a B-certified corporation, which means that they balance profit and purpose, so they don't just focus on money.
They have a small eco footprint they use recycled plastics, and they started their business off with just using recycled bottles that they had and just selling it.
Hip City Veg is a vegan place, and before you say anything, definitely try the food because it is really good and it speaks for itself. They have food that's similar to fast food, so they have burgers, they have fries, they have chicken sandwiches, wraps, different things like that.
Shopping sustainably, for online thrift stores, is a really good option compared to popular brands like Shein or Romwe. The amount of new products those brands release weekly is never sustainable for our planet. It leads to consumers to see their clothes as disposable and adds even more waste from garment industries to end up in the landfill. It's and usually made out of very cheap material and falls apart quickly.
You won't be able to see it, but this is just all the stuff that they have It's vegan, not tested on animals. There's no silicones, no parabens, bens, no dyes, and bottle made from 100% recycled plastic.
Right now, 4Ocean is working on trying to sell more products on their website that are actually made from the plastic that they get out of the ocean.
They use paper straws. They have a place for you to recycle inside of the restaurant, and then they also they bring in new ingredients every morning, so every night with their extra scraps and stuff, they even compost that stuff. So they're really making an impact, and they're really trying not to make extra waste.
If I were you and you're into more quality fashion, or you kind of have a more different sense of style and aren't too into brand names, I would try ThredUp.
Say to me what you want from me.
With the NBA playoffs underway, everyone's making their prediction for who will win. I spoke to some students at Northern to find out their prediction for the rest of the season.
I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to win the NBA Finals 4-0 because they're unstoppable.
So in my opinion, I feel like the Nets and the Lakers are going to go to the championship, the finals. And I believe that the Nets are going to beat the Lakers in 5.
Who do I got to win the championship? Man, that's easy. The Brooklyn Nets. KD, Harden, Kyrie, Blake, DeAndre, and Joe Harris. Come on.
It's easy. The Brooklyn Nets, they got it in the bag. Easy.
But it might be a possibility that they go to Game 7 if the Lakers really, the Lakers really put in that work. They might get to Game 7.
I believe the Lakers are going to win the NBA Finals easily because they have the GOAT LeBron on their team.
My prediction for who's going to win the NBA Finals, Lakers in 5, no doubt.
That team was unguardable and unbeatable. I got the Brooklyn Nets beating the Los Angeles Lakers 4-1. I won't be surprised if Brooklyn sweeps them.
And that's it for this crazy year. Although we had a lot of rough patches, we finally made it to the best time of the year, summer. Remember to stay safe, have lots of fun, and enjoy your time off stress-free from school. I think we all deserve it after this chaotic year. I'm Lexi Bingham.
And I'm Quincy Barber. The cast of WNHS thanks you again for tuning in and keeping us going all through the 2021 school year. Hopefully next school year will be better and things will be back to normal. Remember to follow Northern Journalism on Twitter at NHS Patriot Press to stay updated with all things journalism.
Yes, I do believe in paranormal activity because I feel like it's almost harder to believe that there isn't anything else out there than to believe that there is other things out there, such as ghosts, aliens, other supernatural activity.
No, I don't believe in paranormal activity. I don't believe in ghosts and spirits and that type of side of paranormal activity. And I think coincidences are just coincidences, like they just happen.
I do believe in paranormal activity and that whole realm of paranormal stuff because me and my family have all experienced like weird happenings that like don't really have an explanation, at least in my opinion, and I'm not really a skeptical person, so I believe that there has to be like more to what we see.
And I feel like that there is a lot of stuff that we don't know and haven't explored fully yet that could lead to it. And I've watched a few too many Travel Channel shows,
and learned a bit too much about it, and I've had personal family experiences with supernatural activity and ghosts.
But I do believe in aliens and that type of stuff, because if the universe is truly infinite, then how could there not be other life? But I don't believe in like ghosts and spirits and like the afterlife, and like things coming back to Earth just doesn't really make sense to me.
That there has to be like more to what we see, and like we all have energy inside of us, so it makes sense like when we die, why our energy will be released, because it doesn't just evaporate.
I believe in the paranormal, and here's a story about the ghost I saw at the end of my bed when I was 15. So this was before I moved to Maryland. We were still living in Germany. This wasn't long before we moved, maybe a few weeks, maybe half a month. I woke up in the middle of the night because, I had to go to the bathroom, and I sat up and I looked towards the end of my bed, and there was a woman standing there. She was kind of tall. I couldn't see her face. It was all shadowy. She had ratty black hair. Her arms were really pale, and her fingers were like long and black, and it was creepy. But I wasn't really awake at the time, so when I saw her, I kind of just went, nope, and I rolled over. But then it hit me, and I sat back up, and she was gone.